What's going on, guys? I'm back. I have been MIA, but I went home for the holidays, so that is why. I'm just gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me, just so I can fill you in on what I've been doing the past 2 weeks. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild foundation in bronze beige. I'm not quite sure if I like it or not. I don't like the smell. I'm not fond of the smell at all because it smells like paint. When I first used it, I was kind of iffy about it. I wasn't sure about it, but I used it again and I was trying to give it a chance again to use it up, and I guess it's okay. So, like I said, I went home for the holidays. Me and my 3 kids stayed with my mother-in-law, got to visit with my family as well for Christmas and New Year's. Honestly, I was in bed by about 8 because my kids fell asleep pretty early, and I was probably asleep by 9:30. So I wasn't up to actually be like, hey, Happy New Year. But it was really nice being home for the holidays. For Thanksgiving, we were here. So I didn't really like make a Thanksgiving feast per se because it was just me and my kids, and my oldest and my son are very picky, so it would have just been a waste. But my little girl, that little girl will eat any and everything. Whatever I give the kids, she will eat, but she will much more prefer what you are eating, which is great. So like I said, we were home. I went to the movies with some of my old friends, and I went out to dinner with one of my other friends, and it's pretty much the only like me time I had. And other than that, I was with family, which is nice to have other adults around because being here in Kansas, I don't really have any other adults. I haven't really met anyone here that that I can connect with. One thing I will say about this foundation is it's very matte. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Maybelline FitMe concealer, if I can find it. And then this sweater I'm wearing, my brother got for me because the sweater he got for me last year, my husband wore it one day and he fell in love with it, and he was like, we'll share it. And then it just kind of started to stay in his side of the closet, and it's actually with him right now on his deployment. So my brother was like, I'll get you a new one. And he was like, I got it in a size smaller so that maybe he won't fit into it. And I was like, trust me, if he likes it, he'll make it work. So again, just concealing. We got to take the kids to Peter Piper Pizza because here in Kansas, there is no Peter Piper. There is no pizza place with like fun games for the kids, at least not that I'm aware of anywhere near us. So it was nice to take them and let them have some fun. They got to play outside. They got to jump on the trampoline. They got to ride their scooters that they got for Christmas. Because here in Kansas it's extremely cold right now, and it was even colder while we were gone, so Thankfully, it's warming up now that we're back, because while we were gone, they were like in single digits and the low temperatures were like in the negatives, and I was like, oh man, I'm glad to be in El Paso. And now that we're back, the temperatures are slowly going back up, so thank goodness for that. But then again, I don't know for how long. And it did rain. It did snow here on Christmas Eve, but again, we weren't here, so all that we have is what's left on our front lawn and the driveway, because the sun doesn't hit directly at the front of my house, so it hasn't completely melted. And when you drive around, you see all the piles of snow that got plowed to the sides. So kind of sad we missed the snow. I'm gonna be setting where I put concealer with the Coty Airspun in Naturally Neutral. My kids got so many gifts. They are completely and absolutely blessed with the grandparents and family that they have on both sides. And coming back, bringing all of those toys, I kid you not, especially because I got clothes, I kid you not, I had to buy another bag for our clothes. And I used the initial bag I went with to put toys, because it was just so many toys. And coming here was like moving all over again. We got home, took out all the bags, set them out in the living room, and my living room was covered in toys, clothes, just bags galore. And I'm like, I guess not necessarily like a clean freak, although maybe just a tiny bit, but like a tad OCD, and the clutter was driving me crazy. And the drive here is 14 hours. We drove about 8 hours, and then we stopped at a hotel, slept, took off the next morning, drove for another 7 hours to get here. And it is a 14-hour drive, but it takes us longer just because, again, I have kids and we have to make potty breaks and such, so it does take us longer to get here, which is totally fine. But yeah, so it was a long drive, and then getting here and then seeing that clutter with all the toys and the clothes, I legit did not stop. I put all the clothes away, I brought their toys up to their playroom upstairs, and their toy room is like filled with toys, and I separated their toys so that each of them have like their own corner in the room, so they're not fighting over toys. So yeah, they're completely blessed, and I'm so grateful for how much they're loved and just spoiled. But spoiled in a good way, not spoiled rotten. I'm just setting everywhere else with that same powder, just so I have a nice smooth base to put on my bronzer and highlight. And I'm sorry if you can see the mess I have right there. I did put most of my clothes away, but that stuff I need to hang, and I've been kind of procrastinating just because I'm just trying to rest a little bit from that long drive. And I mean, it was a 2-day long drive, and putting stuff away, and then the day after we got here was spending time with my mother-in-law and going to the store just to fill up our fridge again, because again, I didn't want to leave stuff since we were gone for about 2 weeks. So filled up our fridge and whatnot, and spent some time with her, and then took her to the airport, and then we just kind of chilled. And she got me addicted to Property Brothers. So I was watching that the whole day that day, and she was laughing, and she was like saying that I was an addict, and yeah, I'm gonna have to keep watching that because I was very intrigued by it. So I'm gonna be bronzing and contouring with this NYC Sunny Bronzer. So while I was home, I went to go see Pitch Perfect 3, and I really liked it. I wasn't fond of the second movie whatsoever. It was kind of random, and I don't know, I didn't like the second one. So after seeing the previews for the third one, I had really high hopes for it, and I went into it and I was like, oh man, I really hope it's like really good and not one of those movies where, you know how there's some movies where the trailers they show you are like, look amazing, and then you go and watch the movie and that's literally the only good parts of the movie. So I was like, I hope it's not one of those, and no, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. So again, just bronzing and contouring. Next, I'm going to do my eyes. I'm going to be using my Modern Renaissance. I really want to buy another one because I just really love this palette, and like I'm touching pan on 1, 2, 3, almost 4 shades. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one's starting to peek through. So kind of want to buy another one. I really love this palette. So I'm going to take raw sienna, burnt orange, and a little bit of realgar. Realgar? I hope I'm saying that right. So I'm just going to dip into those 3 colors, just a smidge of the orange, and just buff that into my crease and work it a little bit down into my lid. Let's see, what else did we do? Honestly, just did a lot of shopping with my parents. My parents were more of a, we'll just take you and you can buy what you want type of deal. And so yeah, that was kind of what I did with my parents. We just went to stores and they're letting me just pick from whatever clothes I could find, and I got a good amount because a good chunk of that is new clothes that my parents bought me. I'm so sorry that the lighting is like really shitty, but I always wait for my kids to be asleep so that I can film because my kids are kind of loud and crazy. So if I filmed a makeup tutorial like during the day, there would be so many like, mom, mom, mom this, mom that, I want this, I want that. And that wouldn't work out. I know I haven't done my brows. Sometimes I like to wait till the end to do them just because I hate getting all the powders on them. So sometimes I wait till the end. So don't worry, we'll get there. So again, just dipping into those 3 colors, and then I'm gonna work that into my lower lash line. I'm trying to think of what else we did while we were there. Oh my gosh, and I shared a bed with my 2 smaller children, and it was a king size bed, okay? And I was on the edge, so I didn't get the best of sleep while I was there. So I was so excited to be home in my bed and have it all to myself. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take Vermeer, which is this guy right here, and I'm gonna pop that into the inner corners. I don't want to block your view with my mirror, so I'll just look at the camera. I love this color because it just really pops. I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it under my brow. Literally just right here in the arch. Couldn't find the brush I wanted, so I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to take Cyprus Umber, which is this brown shade right here, and I'm going to make a wing with that shade. Just poked my eye. Ow. Okay, that's it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and coat the lashes with some mascara. I'm gonna use the Voluminous Lash Paradise. I wanted to get the Voluminous Carbon Black. I really liked that one, but when I went to the store, they didn't have it, so I just bought this one again. And it's not a bad mascara. I really like this one too, but I wanted the other one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes. I'm gonna be using, where's the box? I don't know where the box is, but they're the Kiss lashes in Boudoir. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on them and pop those on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, the lashes are on, and then we are gonna coat the bottom lashes. I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Telescopic. I really like this one for the lower lashes because it literally grabs all the tiny hairs, and my lower lashes aren't that great, and this works wonders for me. So that's that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows. I'm going to be using the NYX Eyebrow Gel in Espresso. I don't know what my hair is doing today. It's just not a good hair day. I just squeeze some of that onto the back of my hand. And then I use this brush that came with my Milani pomade, but I really need to get a different brush. So I just comb through my eyebrows. And then I just follow the shape of my eyebrows. So again, I just follow the shape of my brow to do the outline. And I try to keep it darkest on the outer part. And then when I don't have as much product on my brush, then I go ahead and kind of comb through with what's left towards the front. Not so much the very tip, or the very front of it, I'm sorry. I mainly just comb through and let the product kind of work its way to the front to give it that kind of that's what I'm looking for. I had a brain fart. Just that kind of wow, gradient, that gradient effect. Wow. It's late, y'all. It's past my bedtime. But gradient effect is what I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some highlight on. I'm going to be using the Artist Couture, the Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. Trying to think of what else we did, but honestly we just spent time with family. My little cousin got a hoverboard for Christmas from her dad, and my brother's girlfriend got on it and she was just going in circles, and it was just the funniest thing ever. My brother got on and just completely ate shit 2 seconds after standing on it, and it was just, Christmas was a fun day with my family. It was pretty funny. I thought about getting on it myself, and then I was like, hell no, because then they're gonna record my ass eating shit. Like, those things are all about balance, and my balance isn't the greatest. So had I got on, forget it. Like, I'll pass. For lips, I'm just gonna go in with NYX Liquid Suede, yes, and Soft Spoken, just because it's a really nice soft color to go with this eye look. and I just kind of use this to line my lips. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this look. Again, I was MIA. I'm back though, so I will be uploading more consistently. I'll try to do 2 videos in 1 week, just depending how my days go. After all, it's just me and my 3 kids, and they are crazy, and sometimes I'm just dead exhausted. But I do want to try to be pretty consistent. I hope you all had a great holiday. Merry Christmas, although it's already the new year. Happy New Year. And I hope you all have a year filled with love and prosperity and health. And I just make goals for yourself. It's a new year. I know everyone always says new year, new me, but honestly, who needs a new year to make goals for yourself and be a better you? It's up to you when you want to change and be a better you. And I think that's all up to you, what you do with your life, and just do what makes you happy. Makeup makes me happy. My family makes me happy. So I love where I'm at. I love doing videos, and I hope you all enjoy my videos. I will keep doing them. So again, Happy New Year. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.